Andy, I have read your book, 1% Leadership.
Excellent.
What have you heard from people reading the book that surprised you?
The people who said, oh, like everything in here is obvious, but I never thought of it that way. That was the goal, was to crystallize what you should know, but make it easy to consume.
I'm going to give one example that I really liked. The classic case of you come into the office and people are all talking about the game last night.
Yep.
Most will watch the game, but I can think of people like my wife who won't watch the game last night. And if she's in the office, she's not going to participate.
If you ask an HR professional, what do you do about this person who feels excluded? They'll say, stop talking about the game. But you end up in a world where nobody wants to come into the office because nobody talks about anything. So what you have to do is find those people and figure out how you engage them. And what do you talk about that makes them feel like they're also going to be part of the team?
Give me an example of a topic of something that somebody talked about that was so not normally in your wheelhouse, but you found a way to engage with them.
Oh, I went and I learned how to knit so I could talk about knitting with people that worked for me.
What have you knitted?
Mostly scarves.
Yeah, that's what everybody who doesn't know how to knit knits.
But I learned enough about how to knit to have conversations because I had several crafters on my team.
Is there something, though, in that book that you see cybersecurity leaders in particular are deficient in?
Make the smallest argument necessary, smallest and most defensible argument necessary to spur action. So often security people want to win an argument and they want to tell you all the reasons you have to go do this. As soon as somebody's convinced to go do a thing, shut your mouth. Because you spend so many times that you build this big argument, and if there's one flaw in your argument, they won't do any work.
I don't know if you have this in your book, but you've said it on the show before. The best way to get the most action when you first come in as a leader, give me that tip.
Go ask everybody 2 questions. First question is, what should we be doing that we're not, that you're like, why the heck don't we do this? And what are we doing that you have no idea why we're doing and we should stop? Go do those things. They're going to hand you the quick wins. And when you execute on that win, they're like, oh, you listened to me, and you build political capital. Instead of spending your time finding the perfect thing to do, there's so much good work. When somebody tells you they want you to do this piece of good work, just go do it.
There's such a sort of a trickle down of effect of benefits from it.
It can be really simple, like someone will say, well, we have MFA, but it's not on this system. Of course you're going to fix that, but make that your priority, even if the system doesn't matter, because now it's like, oh, they listen, I will bring more problems to them.